The ongoing Ashes has already had fans going gaga over how skillfully the arch rivals England and Australia went hard against each other in this one-off test. If Australia won the test, England would be desperate to prove their mettle in the upcoming T20I series of this marquee event. To know how things fare, keep watching this segment of The Outside View. Looking at the big picture, the T20I series is to commence from 1st July 2023. Now, what is the point system of the Ashes? Well, it's a total of 16 points which either of the sides can gain, where 4 points are allotted to Test while 2 points per match are allotted to the limited overs series, and the side which ends up gaining the maximum number of points ends up winning the Ashes. And to talk about the ongoing Ashes of 2023, well, dominance is one synonym for Australia, isn't it? As they are arguably and undoubtedly one of the very tough sides to beat in world cricket, as the current world champions are already holding on to the Ashes since 2015, and that comprehensive victory in that one-off test until recently has allowed them to already give themselves a 4-point lead in this Ashes series, and they need another 4 points to be able to retain the Ashes yet again, and for that just 2 more wins out of the 3-match T20I series will be enough to seal the deal for them. But for England, well, they have one tough task cut out in front of them, because as the situation stands, they will have to win 5 out of the 6 upcoming limited overs matches as are to follow. And for them, things don't look very bright, because that massive loss in that one-off test against Australia has them going back into the drawing board and doing a lot of introspection as to where they went wrong, be it in their squad selection, be it in their player selection, or be it in the kind of approach they had while facing Australia during the test. Now, compared to the Ashes of 2022, where England were a much stronger side and were putting up solid fights against Australia, still that draw in that one-off test against Australia cost them a lot, so much so that the limited over series that followed saw only Australia continuously dominating, which resulted in ultimately England going down by a margin of 4 for 12 against Australia and allowing Australia to retain the Ashes yet again. And compared to the Ashes of 2023, as things look, things are not looking very good for England, as they have a very tough task cut out to them. As said already, they will have to now gain 10 more points out of the remaining 12 points that they have in order to be able to actually win back the Ashes from a very dominant Australia. Now, to talk about Australia a bit more, well, their skipper Alyssa Healy is having to don quite a responsible cap ever since their regular skipper Meg Lanning has been ruled out. To be able to balance both captaining and being a good player is one tough job, and for Alyssa, well, from the point of view of a player, she hasn't been quite effective for her side for quite some time now, though her captaincy was to see for everyone after she was able to provide her team a comprehensive victory in that one-off test. As a player, well, she's yet to step up and deliver for her team, but the kind of talent and potential she possesses, we are sure she will bounce back as soon as possible. England should definitely take a deep introspection in their squad selection and be able to use the very ample amounts of talent that each of their players possess and put up some quality performances for the world to witness. Now let's take a look at who would be the players to watch out for in this upcoming T20I series. Beginning with England, it definitely has to be 21-year-old pacer Izzy Wong, who has finally been recalled into the side after having missed out on the World Cup and the one-off test. Izzy had a stupendous WPL, not to forget that brilliant hat-trick that she took. She was one of the best bowlers to watch out for and would be more than eager to showcase her exceptional talent in this upcoming T20I series, with England also expecting her to deliver absolutely. And also the second player has to be Nat Sciver-Brunt. Be it the Commonwealth Games or the T20I World Cup, she would definitely want to put back the ghost of not being able to qualify for the marquee event finals, and the confidence of winning with the Mumbai Indians the inaugural WPL title will definitely instill in her the hunger to express herself and play absolutely that carefree form of cricket that she has always been playing and express herself for the betterment of England. England. And to look at Australia, well, it definitely has to be Ash Gardner. She was such a sight to behold in that one-off test, wasn't she? Single-handedly ensuring Australia were able to comprehensively win over England. Also, she happens to be the best ranked all-rounder Australia have currently in their side and would be expected to completely put to use her exceptional all-round skills to have Australia bagging that T20I series and also retaining the Ashes. And also the second player, well, we have our pick in Megan Shute. Now, Megan Shute didn't have a very good or satisfactory India tour, be it the India Limited Overs Series or the inaugural WPL, but the amount of talent and exceptional skills that she possesses and the amount of experience that she possesses in international cricket, we are sure she will definitely bounce back to prove her mettle as fast as possible for the betterment of Australia. With these thoughts, we come to the end of this preview of this T20I series of the ongoing Ashes, and a gentle reminder to our viewers and audience out there to utilize the comment section as much as possible to tell us and share with us which player do you feel will be the standout player and who will be your favorite player from either side, who you feel will make the most impact in this ongoing Ashes from the upcoming limited overs series. And do you feel, will England be able to bounce back or will Australia be able to retain the Ashes? And once again, to always stay updated regarding any sort of news on women's cricket in and around the world, you know where to tune in. It's one and only your Women's CricZone, and always keep following us on our social media handles. And you were watching yet another segment of The Outside View.